Yeah, the other way of thinking about it, and I was thinking about this the other day, Rebecca, is that on that lefty sort of activist world, the sort of people who are very active in Twitter and whatever, they're very political, right? Everyone's very political, and they think that the mainstream vote in a political way. Mainstream people aren't interested in politicking. They're interested in the actual policies and the actual choices and how they'll affect their lives. Couldn't care less about the detailed politicking, the point scoring, the partisan point scoring.
I think that's right, although I think, for example, in the British election and in the months leading up to it, a lot of people were horrified by what they saw going on in the British Parliament. They had made a clear vote, and the media and the elite, who happened to be the same people, there was a small media elite based in Islington, you know, where Jeremy Corbyn hails from, and they had made up their mind that this was a mistake, and every day that there was a difficulty put in the path of that vote meant that people would lose faith in it. In fact, it was the exact opposite. But if people don't travel, or if they're utterly convinced that they are right, then only this sort of salutary shock of an election will actually wake them up.
You're right, that obstructionism hardened people's views towards Brexit, which I thought it would. I mean, I would have thought, again, most people would think that would be the case. You don't get dissuaded by these people. Just briefly on that, Maurice, though, because there were a lot of people in the Conservative Party who were obstructionist here.
Absolutely.
Boris Johnson wasn't. He understood what people wanted and determined to deliver it. 17.5
million people voted for Brexit. And for 3.5 years, the UK Parliament on both sides stalled it. Now, I don't know, this is standing democracy on its head. These are the people who are supposed to represent the general population, and they are saying, well, we hear what you say, but we know better, so we're not going to accede to what you've asked us to do. So what we've seen once again with this last election in the UK is an overwhelming endorsement of Brexit.
Absolutely.
Now, it wasn't the only issue on the table, but it was certainly a reinforcement. If you look at the map, of the United Kingdom now, in political terms, it's virtually all blue, which is the Conservatives, with a odd pocket of red in London and some of these other small places around universities and so on, which illustrates that the mass of people, and we've seen it, I mean, electorates which have been in the Labor hands for 100 years have gone the other way.
Hold him now. He's got to deliver Brexit next week, I think, and then hold on to those
31st of January.